Welcome to the channel. I'm Glaff. This is the Commander series, number 11 out of 36. Today we're going all green, Toski, Bearer of Secrets, indestructible, he can't be countered. They attack each turn if able, and whenever any creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. There are a couple different ways to do this. You can do it with tokens, 1/1s, make a massive wide board. We're going to go tall though. We're going to use +1/+1 counters, trample, and we're going to try to make Toski real big and then ram through. If you've played against this deck, you've probably seen that one of the main combos is Colossification plus ram through. Colossification gives +20/+20 and taps the creature. Then you immediately use ram through on one of their creatures for the win. Got ways to protect him. Every once in a while people will have an exile or a -X/-X spell that'll kill him. So we need just a couple things. This also gives a counter, so that's good. We have trample, draw a card, trample, draw a card. A little bit of ramp here and there, some other +1/+1 creatures, some ramp, some card draw. Tokens, mutate is another big focus here. We'll have Glowstone Recluse. Let's see, Migratory Greathorn, Gemrazor, Auspicious Serix, and then we'll be able to double the counters sometimes. Another way to give trample and a counter. A little bit of ramp here and there with Roiling Growth and Vastwood Surge helps the Scute Swarm out. Another win condition. This is one way we can go wide. Why not? It wins by itself. Draw a few cards, get some more counters. Hopefully these go on Toski, but you know, if he's not out, that's fine. You still get 3 counters on something, and you most likely get that draw the next turn. Old Growth Troll. He ramps, and he's also a 4/4 that we can, if Toski's not working out, that we can put something on, maybe make him big enough to ram through or trample over and kill them. Same with Yorvo. Gives a lot of different, a lot of synergy in here with Yorvo, doubling his counters. So say we have Vorinclex out, Yorvo comes out as an 8/8, then you put a +1 on him. If Vorinclex is out, that's 2 +1, so he goes up to 10, and then double that many, so he goes up to 20, and then he goes up to 40, I believe. Give him trample, and that's probably game. More ramp, more counters, plus some more card draw. So you can see the theme here. Got counters, card draw, and ramp. And the Henge has it all. Okay, mostly snowlands. He's legendary, so this can give counters, and you can also he's already indestructible, like I was going to say, but still a counter here and there doesn't hurt. So maybe we're low on counters, and this just gives us a little bit more option there. I'm not sure that it fits perfectly, but I've been playing with this deck. It's mostly a win. I'm probably 70%, but lately when I go onto stream, I'm not able to show those perfect games, and we get more of a 50-50 to 60% win ratio. So, but that's okay. That's okay. take my word for it. If you're not playing on stream and distracted, you can do quite well with these. All right, let's go in and see how it works. Gadrak. Interesting. Eulenspiege. Spiegeltil. Looks like a pretty good hand. We've got ramp. We've got a counter creature. We've got Scute Swarm. I'm going to wait to put this down a little bit, but still good to see. Yeah, we start with ram through. Beautiful. Offer up a Wildborn Preserver. Could put the Tangled Floridhedron down. If one is going to die immediately, I think I prefer this. And now that we have... Well, that's tempting too. Start with the counters. Well, since we have 4 land, let's just go with this now. Was going to put a counter on it with the... after putting this out, but Scute Swarm only really starts to activate when you have your 6th land coming down, so we'll wait just a little bit to put that down. I see your strategy. Hopefully he doesn't have the exile. Let's see, what is it called? Searing Flame? Something like that. Especially against red, you don't want Scute Swarm out until it can at least double itself. That way it at least has to kill 2 creatures, which is a pretty good tempo gain for you. But then again, we'll probably see, was it Wake of Flame? The one that does 4 damage to everything is pretty common right now. But he might not want to play it, so we'll see. 4 or more artifacts. Good job there. Okay. Well, we'll definitely want that there. Let's go ahead and equip them up, so at least we're getting a little bit of health from it, right? Oh, they want to draw that card. And now he's down to 2 artifacts. Though, as the Tangled Floridhedron dies, he'll get another one at the end of turn. So that's probable. I guess we'll see. Hopefully drawing a Roiling Growth would be ideal next turn. Seeing people play this more, maybe it's better than I think. First strike. Florhagen did not die. That's good. No land, so I suppose going with the Vorinclex is the best. Have to just all attack here and then probably draw a card. He might end up chumping with Gadrak. It's not hard to cast it at 5. Gadrak and Bone Crusher, I should say. But that still lets Toski through. We still gain 2 life. Puts him down to 2 creatures on the board. Feels pretty good. Almost rather save this for a ram through, but the ram through is not really for Vorinclex, it's for Toski. Giving him the chance to kill Vorinclex here feels a little bad, but with this particular hand, I didn't want to put that down. Oh well. So you want to save the land, even if you can put a land drop down. Of course, you want to save it for Scute Swarm. You don't want to just toss it out there. Though, if he has removal, this board, I mean, if it were me, I'd want to get rid of something out here, so it looks pretty wipeable. Damage. Pretty good trade. And 3 more exile. Okay. So that pretty much gives us a green light on Scute Swarm. Probably don't draw a card on next turn, unfortunately, though. Okay. Life goes down. He has 3 artifacts out at the end of turn. So that gives him the chance to attack. It gets closer to it, I should say. Oh, Vorinclex got exiled. Right. Okay, so we'll start this out. Okay. We get our landfall. And I guess we had priority. They can't just kill the Scute Swarm without priority. So once you put it down, you do get a chance to play the second one, which then another one comes out. So he'd have to draw into something next turn to be able to do anything. Okay, people don't like Scute Swarm. So I considered making this deck without Scute Swarm just because it tends to win by itself, and I really want to show the power of Toski. But we have to use our good cards, right? Eddie with Rada. I like 3 lands more than 4, but I guess I can. The Vastwood Surge is in favor of keeping. Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to do something with Yorvo and yeah, there we go. Could use some more playable first turn cards in this deck, I think. It'd be nice to have something out. Don't really want do want the card, but no thank you. Give him a target next turn, probably. Maybe Royal. Be really nice to just... Oh, Lotus Cobra. I don't have that in the deck. Maybe that's something I probably should have put in. I usually think of it as a two-color deck card, but let's start here, 4/4. That'll give him something to concentrate on while we work our way up to getting a strong Toski. Theoretically, this should be going on. I mean, it's such a good play this turn. I think we'll just do it. Ideally, it goes on Toski, but getting the extra land and a 7/8, it's just going to be really hard for them to deal with a 7/8. It just gives them land that turn. Okay, so they can't play another additional land. Haven't seen that for a long time. What do you have? Shock? Okay. Well, got rid of a crush and that, so that's not too bad. Alright, so we've got lots of things to do here. I think starting with Toski gives us a blocker for the turn. They probably don't have any exile effects. And Rada, I don't think I usually see the few red ones that do. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Yeah, the board's going to be too wide to deal with right now. I don't see a way to get past this. Just a very slow hand. I probably should have taken that free mulligan. Didn't really get to do anything all game, just holding 7 cards while they play their whole hand out and then drop a Scute Swarm. Whoever gets Scute Swarm first wins. Can't ram through. That's what I was hoping they wouldn't have a land to put down. Spirit of Aldergard, Wailing Regrowth, yeah. Suppose we'll take this and then just keep the Snakeskin Veil open for this. They probably just block with the Rada, and the Snakeskin Veil doesn't really do anything, but still. Oh, or that. Or that, yeah. If they try to kill something, we can always use it. Get that counter started. There is still the smallest chance that we draw just the right card. And the fun thing about this deck is that often you're going to put down 20 counters in a turn and then just win instantly. Especially starting with Ram Through. Would all attack? I would definitely all attack. Come on. Come on. There you go. Hurry up, buddy. Yeah. Okay, see if this last turn here gets us anything. Okay. All right. Good game. Okay, Isika. Let's see. Toski versus Isika, really. I think this is too much like last game to let stand as far as the tempo goes. Nothing, the hands are nothing alike, but we just don't have anything to do early enough. We need a little bit of ramp against Isika, or we just don't make it. They really want to give us that invigorating surge. Maybe they're just absolutely sure that we're going to be able to win with it. And this is one of the big win conditions. All of a sudden, you've got a trample creature with invigorating surge. I don't know why it's enchant permanent. I mean, I suppose obviously I do know why, because then you can get the put it on equipment, but you can put it on a land. Maybe that's cool to do sometimes, because Halvar can move them around and all sorts of things like that. Oh, Haka. I don't see this very often. That's cool. Never seen anybody use that combo. Well, I'm not going to block. I want to. I don't like letting them omen kill me. Whew. Ouch. Okay. Now if we can get Vorinclex out and Invigorating Surge with the Rune of Might, even this little thing will take them out. They have black in the deck, so this is an easy kill for them. They've got white in the deck, so this is very easy kill for them. They want to kill it anyway because of the Iran games. It's going to make me draw cards, so I may as well. Let's just. Is it Toski time? I think it may be. That we need more threats. I'd like to have Boreal Outrider down first to start out the counters, in case I don't get to Invigorating Surge on that. Well, we'll see. This at least blocks the Omen Keel for a turn. Draws us a card. So good. We've got another little bit of ramp there, getting us closer to a Vorinclex combo kill. If this 4/4 lives long enough, it'll be an easy thing to just take them out. And then you want to put him down as Alrund. What a cool version of Isika. Never seen anybody do this. Okay, get another card, or 2 cards, I should say. Alright. I would really like to be able to. Just need more land to be able to use all this. It's difficult. Okay, this puts him up to a 10-10. What gives us the most advantage? Vastwood Surge. Can't kick it, but I think this is worth doing. This allows us to play Vorinclex next turn. And you can be a land, that's fine. Perhaps casting the Vastwood Surge after the battle would have been the play, but that's okay. Gemrazor kills the Omen Keel. I kind of like that. Suppose we don't need any more ramp right now. It's going to be hard to put it out. Okay. Feel bad. It's a good card. We always need more ramp. Maybe... Maybe playing some of the smaller cards first would be a good idea. Just if we get the Vorinclex out and it lands, then this is 20, I believe, 22, 20, or 24, 24. Okay. Never mind. Haka. The Raven crewing the Omen Keel. I have never seen such a slow bridge from a Isika deck before. Maybe they're really trying and they just can't find it. Okay, that feels good, getting another land. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana available. I suppose Gem Razor, I have blue, black, green, red, white with the replicating rings, so I want to let them get the bridge out if we can avoid that. Still put Vorinclex out, or we could kill the Omen Keel and get a land. All the eggs in one basket, huh? Okay. I could have put the Wildborn Preserver down first, but I think I want to hold on to that. Suppose I could have taken away Bind the Monster. I don't know. Probably would have been better, because then we've got our win condition just sitting in front of us. This looks like a pretty good win condition too, though. Just hit them a few times with mutated Toski. Draw some cards. It's one way to win. This deck will win without any tricks sometimes, so that's fine. I prefer the tricks. It's much more fun to kill them with a 20/20 ram through. I feel like we're relying on their bad draw this game, and that's never fun. Though we have the answers that we've had were pretty good. Being able to kill their stuff with the Gem Razor, and draw lots of cards with Toski. Oh god. Okay. God. Alright. So I want Vorinclex down before a Blessing of Frost, but it'd be fun to put Yorvo. Okay, so let's do it this way. We'll just play Yorvo. We'll see if Blessing of the Frost comes next turn. Never got the Boreal Outrider. Really regretting not playing that earlier, because at this point it would have been lots of value. I'm still going to decline. I have to block something. I have trample on both of the creatures, so even when they do block, it's not going to be a good one. Okay. Still no white source. Oh, So the Omen Keel didn't do that well for him after all. Sorry to say. Now we can trample in with the Yorvo, Invigorating Surge next turn. Let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 9. Yeah, we can do all the things. Excuse me. So let's Blessing of Frost. Invigorating Surge. Ring of Might. Oh. Yeah, okay. So there we go. Usually this Toski deck, for me, there are some losses. I've had way more wins than losses. I'm glad that we're at least showing that to a certain extent here. With such a small session, we're not going to be able to really get a good grasp on the actual statistics of the deck in the current meta or anything. But at the same time, it should win more often than not if it holds up from what I've seen. And most of the time, it's going to win with a creature in play that's bigger than 2020. I'd say 70% of games that win are like that. I'm keeping because we have just enough ramp to get us up to where we need to be. Likely drawing one more. We hope. Plus, Shadow Spear is an instant lifelink and trample. Both of those are extremely good with Toski. Okay, there it is. Third turn Toski, right where we want it. So I generally keep almost any hand with Arcane Signet. There are obviously some where you just can't, but most of the time a third turn Toski is really good. It depends on the colors. I mean, he may have some bounce or something, which is going to be bad for our plan. We would definitely want to be Blessing of Frosting the turn after. Never get this out if I don't just play it. It's very tempting. All right, well, this probably just gives them a creature to kill, but still, I was so disappointed not to get him out last game. I'm just throwing him out there. That is an elf, yeah. So you can use them to mutate onto if that's what you need to do. It's really tempting to put a few more fight mechanics. Pay with Snow. Oh, yes, of course. Haven't played with Boreal Outrider for a little while. Unlikely that he blocks here, but he does draw cards, so you never know. The problem with this situation is that with Agar, if he can get free blocks and free cards just because I have to attack him with Toski, but he doesn't see the Blessing of Frost coming, so okay. I mean, I'd rather take the 3 than give him a card. He's already got plenty of those. So I'm going to start this off. Kind of want to start it here because I'll be able to double next turn. This is a sorcery, so either way. Let's draw our 2 cards now. And we'll just have to kind of hope that he can't. No, he only has 4 mana available. The chance that he can kill it. Don't think there's any 4 mana ways to exile in red. This is blue, so plenty of ways to bounce or something like that. But in an Agar deck, you're probably seeing almost purely damage spells, not a lot of other tricks. Not that I haven't seen it, but it's much less likely, right? This gives a no counters, right? So we're going to go with start with Boring Clax. So you keep putting off this Mastwood Surge. This is 8 to kick. 4, 5, 6. So we're getting close to that. Could get closer. Let's see. 6. Cetessan Training. Start with Cetessan Training. Oh, that's so tough. I want the ramp. Okay. Okay, that's what I was hoping to find. Good. See, I think maybe the play there was to put down the Visionary rather than that, but this works pretty well. That's a good next turn. It's going to be pretty hard for them to deal with this, and I mean, it's a 2-turn clock anyway, so maybe the better play. It's more short-term, but I think this deck works on short-term gains pretty well. Keep wanting to see Toski as a god, but oh, there it is. There we go. Just the card I didn't want you to have. Well, at least we have other ways to do it. Now, do we start with Vorinclex? 5, 6, 7, 8. Could just put these back down. At least we didn't waste Hydra's growth. Oh. Well. And Vorinclex could just win the game by himself. Let's try that. Forcing the blocks, still take 4, we're up to 22. It's the safe play. It's not necessarily the good content play, but if you've got, I mean, being stuck at 4 cards, that's rough. So a bounce and then not having a creature down doesn't do much good, just puts it off a turn. Doubt you've got any more bounces though. Could just put 4 counters on him. 11, 11 attacking him next turn. 3, 7, 9. Much bounce. Okay. Attack. Things back. Okay. What you got there? Up to 5 mana in play. There's enough card draw in this deck that usually makes me wish that I had just a bit more ramp. Now, is that the play? Actually, wait. Put a +1 and double. So that's 8. Okay, this ends the game. So let's just do that. We could do it as an instant after he blocks, but... Only a 12/12. All right, let's find a good content play. We need a big, big creature this game. I'm thinking 50-50. This gets a good start there, right? Try it. I see red. I see dead tangled Florahedron. Oh. You have a shock? No? Alright. 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 Good stuff. Let's get out the Toski. Hopefully that's hard to deal with. And start putting counters on him. Big Toski this game. Uh-oh. I've seen these tricks before. I recognize this deck now. Five. Guess. Well, it's hard to say, isn't it? Put out a bear. It'll do the most damage. Gives us a couple extra cards. What to get rid of, though? Suppose we'll never get a chance to play that. It's good. It's good. It's a good third turn play, but this time of the game we're looking to get big counters. Not the one at a time counters. Six. Not quite ready for that. Let's see. How do we get the biggest creature here? Oh, I don't have enough to mutate. I always forget that that's 4 to mutate. Okay. Suppose this gives the biggest possible creature. But Roiling Regrowth gives us enough that we can do everything we want next turn. That's so painful to see the opponent drawing so many cards. Let's see. So this gives us... Ah, okay. 2 counters, 4 counters, 5, 10. Okay. I think that's fun. A fun play. Not as big as I'd like right now, and waiting for the Vorinclex would be much more fun. But forces him to chump with a good creature, and he's dead next turn. Infinite card draw. Yeah, I should have just held off, done the Vorinclex play, because that puts him up in the 30s, I believe. Don't have enough to both Yorvo and Vorinclex, unfortunately. Let's just play out a few small things so we don't have to discard. Oh, I don't know, this is trolling. I didn't intend to do that. I'm just playing out my cards now here. Sorry about that. A fine crater. Oh, cool. Nice. Never underestimate your opponent. Such a cool card. Nobody ever uses it in these deck. Any deck that has a huge amount of ramp, I think, deserves to at least consider Wildborn Preserver. Okay, I should have put my Tome of Legends out. Put that out. Make him return the Immortal Phoenix to his hand with the Blizzard Wall. It's already going back, so no point in doing that. Never lower your eyes to an enemy, Danny. Just need a way to... Yeah, if I would have casted Vorinclex, that would have been a much harder turn for them. Where's our trample? We want trample. It's a cool card in this deck. Warland. Okay, what you got this turn? Alright, back for the wrap-up for the Toski Brawl deck. Number 11 of 36 in the Commander Series. We're going to do them all. Every single one of the Kaldheim Commanders. And I've been looking forward to Toski. I recently got the beautiful alternate picture here, so I was ready to go for him. I've been working on it for the past couple days, and I really like this deck. It's definitely one I'm going to be keeping around. When I see Green Quest on my list, I'm going to go straight to this. You get, for one thing, it's great for questing. You get lots of card draw. You're probably going to win more than you lose. Eventually, I think Toski, if there is some sort of ranking, people say that there's not, but I really feel like if I'm playing Asika, I go up against a lot of Asika because she's really good. If I'm playing a less popular commander that doesn't do so well, but maybe I've got a higher win rate deck than other people, then I tend to win a lot. And I feel like this version of Toski does better than a lot of the ones that I'm seeing. Um, let's see. So the what are the what are the good things here? I would have liked to fight more. The fights weren't coming up when I needed them. I think Inscription maybe goes in here, maybe even rather than Blizzard Brawl. Blizzard Brawl always feels like an auto include to me, but let's look at Inscription of Abundance. Probably better. It plays into the counter thing a little bit more, and it can give you some life. We've got plenty of mana for the kicker. Tome of Legends is maybe not as needed. We were already drawing so many cards, so we could cut that and put something else in. It seems like a natural one because you're going to be attacking almost every turn of the game with it after turn 4. Most games, Toski stays on the board. I feel like I don't have enough mana to really make this guy worthwhile. I'm always casting something else because you have card draw, plenty of card draw. So maybe this isn't the deck for Wildborn Preserver. It's an overachiever in most counter decks, but possibly not here. Like him, good, great. Heroic Intervention, I haven't been finding much use for it. I think that and Snakeskin Veil are kind of necessary, but maybe I'm just not playing against the decks that have the exile, and he did get bounced a couple times, so that would have been nice to have. Really fun, was doing quite well. It seemed slow. It wasn't working out. I couldn't quite take the time to be able to use it. It's going to take 2 or 3 turns to really build up unless you already have a big creature. So I feel like I'm always waiting for my whatever, hopefully it's Toski, but whatever creature has that I'm countering up, that I'm Voltroning up to get a little bit bigger before I play it, and then by the time I get them big, I win. So maybe this isn't working either. Icehide Troll, I think I'm taking that out too. Really fun, really great. Pride Mulligan, we didn't get to see it, but another way to get trample, and everything with the +1/+1 counter has trample. Probably going to keep it, though there are some other good things. We might take the deck and move it down a little bit more toward the 2 and 1 to cast things so that we can take advantage of that card draw and not have to be discarding. Scoot Swarm, winner. Heroin Games pushes us really fast early game toward that 2020 creature we want to be seeing. Blessing of Frost we might not even need. Maybe another couple small creatures would be better than in place of some of these things that were underperforming. Maybe too big. I don't know. Vorinclex is a master. We can't drop him. Didn't get to see the henge, but it's possible again with Toski in the deck that we don't really need to push the card draw anymore than just to have Toski. Just having Toski. Great henge in this particular deck, maybe just win more. As soon as you get it out, you've already won if you're playing it, because we're generally trampling over and winning anyway. But maybe not. I would keep it in. It's another good mana source, if nothing else. It checks all the boxes for us. So overall, I'm not sure that Faceless Haven even belongs. Maybe another land would be fine. There aren't any creature types that we benefit from having. We're generally spending all of our mana on all those amazing cards we're casting. Generally, I try to fit it in, especially if it's a snow deck, put it in. But this is a deck I'll be revisiting. At the end of the Commander series, I'm going to go back through and fix some of these decks that just could be better. And all of them, once the community really gets behind all of the new Kaldheim commanders, by the time we see the next expansion, we're going to see some really cool tech. And I'll cover this again once other people have some good ideas for just things that I want to trade out. So we'll see you then. Good luck. Have fun.